As I always do, I want to thank our fan base. You know, that was one of the most incredible dog walks I've ever been a part of. The environment tonight created pre-game was electric, and probably has a lot to do with the fact we were playing a top 25 team, but we also had a night game. But you can't find a better place to play in college football. Our players love it, coaches love it, recruits love it. You know, it's been a really big stretch of games for our players. You know, it's been a tough road. It's been consecutive games over and over after an off week. They bit the bullet. They played really hard through it. We haven't played perfect. We haven't always played smart, but we have played hard. Our goal today was to go out and compete hard, put our best foot forward, and I still feel like our best football is ahead of us, and we're a work in progress. So we all know nothing worth having comes easy, and I think our team has kind of started to figure that out, that if you buy in and work really hard during the week, it pays off on the weekend. But we got to remove some of these penalties, dumb penalties, you know, penalties that are our arrows, and we got to continue to improve all phases of the game. But with that, we'll open it up.
Lamont pretty much went the whole way, and it looked like he was kind of struggling a little bit out there at times. But what's it like to see a fifth-year senior kind of gut it out like he did and battle through an injury like that?
It's just indicative of the character of this team. I mean, he's a physical player. He works his tail off during the week. He's got some fire and brimstone to him. I think he'd make a good coach because he was trying to tell us what to do about half the time. And he's probably right more than we are sometimes. But Lamont's a competitor, and he's a leader, and he's helped our team.
Defense gave up that first quarter touchdown. Curry was soon to get stronger throughout the game. Seemed like from that point on, I mean, it really.
Yeah, you know, we didn't know how well they'd be able to run the ball, and we thought that we couldn't give up big plays. And we played that way. We were a little confused early. I think when you play these guys traditionally, you survive the first script, the first 3 or 4 drives with Gus, and then you make adjustments, and you go play. And we did not play well early, and it was sloppy, but our offense did possess the ball in the first half for what seemed like an eternity, and we played better in the second half defensively.
DeAndre Swift, Coach, what would you say about his performance, and how much better is he now than he was early in the year?
Well, he was good early in the year. I mean, I don't know why people don't think he wasn't good early in the year. He didn't get probably as many opportunities early in the year as he's getting now. He was dinged up some early, and he also has got an offensive line that's blocking their tail off. I mean, at the end of the day, DeAndre's a really electric, explosive runner. He's really good out of the backfield catching the ball. But J.J. Holloman and Solomon Kinley and Miko Hartman's a lot of good blocks. That sprung a 30-yard play to a whatever it was, 60 or 70-yard play. And I think when you got that, it helps you as a runner. And DeAndre would be the first to admit that.
Coach, at the end of the first half there, the touchdown pass to Terry Godwin, I mean, what kind of led y'all to decide to go for it there? I know players said that y'all have worked on that specific play throughout the week, but what kind of led y'all to go for it?
Just thought it was the right thing. We're trying to, you know, we try every week to go look at scenarios across the country, and there were about 4 scenarios last week where teams mismanaged the clock and ran it down and tried to kick a field goal, and we felt like we could milk the clock, and if we went for it, we were going to kick a field goal, and if we didn't, they wouldn't have much time left. So we were trying to kind of put them in a vice. It's hard over there on the other sideline going, do I call timeout and give them more time, or do I let them milk it? And you know, if you don't convert that, they've got a shot at a field goal. So you got to have confidence in your players. You got to show confidence in your offense. And I felt like at that time we needed to score points. And I was looking to get a field goal, but we had a big play. Terry did a tremendous job. It was a great route.
Why the fake field goal in the last few minutes?
Why not?
Because you had a comfortable lead.
Comfortable? What was comfortable?
Don't wanna
17?
don't wanna
17
show
plus
that.
3 is what? 20? And 20 is a what? 3-score game you lose, right? So if the point differential is 3 scores, what good does a field goal do you? Doesn't make it anymore. So if they don't get it, they're backed up, right? So the thought was they're going to take 3 touchdowns to beat us if we get that. If we don't, 3 touchdowns is going to beat us right away. So it's all about point differential and decisions, and we wanted them to have to start backed up. So it was something that was well thought out long before it happened. It was talked about during the drive.
Coach, the offense did a good job on third down. They converted a good number of them. Just how key was that for the team tonight to convert the third down?
Third down was huge. I mean, they keep drives alive. What they do is they keep the defensive line and getting pounded. You know, so when you sit there and say, all right, they're getting pounded over and over, every third down conversion is more chopping wood. And we continue to do a good job at third down conversions. We got good route runners, we got good pass protectors, and we got quarterbacks who can make plays on third down. I thought that was the difference in the game. 3 of 11, 8 of 14. That's, you said, well, you rushed the ball. Yeah, well, we got to rush the ball because we converted third downs.
When it comes to that, going back to that fourth down play, you guys aren't an empty backfield team very often, but it seemed like you had the perfect play call for the perfect time. Did you kind of know what you were going to get when you went through the backfield there?
Well, Jim makes that call. He makes a decision based on what they're going to be in. We're looking for matchups, which everybody in college football is looking for. There's no genius to it. It was a good call, a good throw, a good route, good catch. And, you know, they were trying to stop us. If they stop us there, they may get points. So they were in an aggressive call as well.
Kirby, I know you mentioned that y'all been better defensively, like as the game progressed into the second half. What were you doing better? I know they were doing a lot of screen game and trying to make you tackle the open field. That's something you've been working on. What else y'all do better?
I thought we settled down. I mean, I felt like all week that they were going to come out and do what they did, and we probably, you know, weren't as prepared. There's so much to prepare for when you play Auburn. They have a ton of personnel groupings, a ton of looks. So you spend an enormous amount of time preparing for what you might get a little bit. And they gave us something that we didn't work on as much, and we had to put some packages together at halftime and do some different things. And we had some guys out there playing that don't play as much. You know, Mark Webb is a guy that had to go in the game and play a lot. And I thought he played well in the game and helped out.